Okay, we'll continue question 1 from exercise 3.6. Last two sums are remaining, then we'll move to the word problems. Okay, the question goes like this. Now, these are very important because on denominator you are having x and y in both the terms. So, these types of sums are very important when you will solve upstream downstream type of sums. So, again, these sums are very important. Pay attention. If you can solve these sums properly, then the 4 mark sums will be very easy for you to solve. Now let us understand what is the question. The question goes like this: 10 upon x plus y plus 2 upon x minus y is equal to 4. And the second equation is 15 upon x plus y minus 5 upon x minus y is equal to minus 2. Now as you can see that in both the equations you find x plus y in the denominator as well as x minus y. So whatever is there in the denominator will be considered as a and b. So be very careful. Here I will take 1 upon x plus y is equal to a and 1 upon x minus y is equal to b, because x plus y is common in the first term and x minus y, 1 upon x minus y is common in the second term. So again I will take 1 upon x plus y as a and 1 upon x minus y as b. So after considering 1 upon x plus y is equal to a and 1 upon x minus y is equal to b, our equation will become much more simple. Now you can say that this first equation becomes 10a plus 2b is equal to 4. Why? Because 1 upon x plus y is a and 1 upon x minus y is b. So our first equation became simpler, 10a plus 2b is equal to 4, and the second equation, which was 15 upon x plus y minus 5 upon x minus y is equal to minus 2, changed it into 15a minus 5b is equal to minus 2. Okay, so now as our terms became simple, now I will try to eliminate either a or b. Now suppose I want to eliminate, let us say, part b. So to eliminate part b, here I am having 2b, here I am having minus 5b. So when you take the LCM of 2 and 5, you will find 10. So if I want 10b over here, this equation should be multiplied with 5, and if I want 10 over here, I have to multiply it with 2. So I will multiply the first equation with 5 and I will multiply the second equation with 2. Now after multiplying these equations with 5 and 2, our equations will look like this. So 10a into 5, that is 50a, plus 2b into 5 gives 10b is equal to 4 5s are 20. Similarly, I have multiplied the next equation, that is the second equation, with 2. So now 15a into 2 becomes 30a, minus 5b into 2 becomes minus 10b is equal to minus 2 into 2 becomes minus 4. So I have written both the equations one after the other. Now I want to eliminate the b part. I have 10b on the both the side, and luckily over here we are having opposite signs, plus 10b and minus 10b. So to eliminate the part with b, there is no necessity to change any sign. There is no necessity to change the sign. So I will simply carry out its calculation. So plus 10b minus 10b got eliminated. 50a plus 30a, as the sign has not been changed, this 30a is plus 30a. So 50a plus 30a, that is 80a, is equal to 20 minus 4 is equal to 16. Now if you know table of 16, you will get excited. Okay, 16 5s are 80. So value of a is 5. But remember over here, value is not 5. A will be equal to 16 upon 80. So when you take 16 upon 80, value of a is not 5, but value of a is 1 upon 5. This is the common place where most students make mistake. So you need to be very careful. Don't solve the sums in hurry. Okay. So value of a came 1 upon 5. Now I will substitute the value of a as 1 upon 5 in either of the equations to get the value of b. Here I have substituted in equation number 1. What was our equation number 1? 10a plus 2b is equal to 4. So I have written over here 10a plus 2b is equal to 4. But what is value of a? Value of a is 1 upon 5. So I will put that value over here, 10 into a. Instead of a, I put 1 upon 5 plus 2b is equal to 4. So we know 5 2s are 10. So I have 2b is equal to, here I will have 2. When I take that 2 on the right hand side, it will get subtracted. So now I have 2b is equal to 4 minus 2. That means value of 2b is equal to 2. That is b is 2 by 2. So value of b is 1. So now we have value of a we also have value of b. What is value of a? Value of a is 1 upon 5. What is value of b? Value of b is 1. But as our sum involves getting the values of x and y, we have to use these values of a and b to find the values of x and y. For that we will go to the assumption part. What was the assumption part? I had assumed 1 upon x plus y as a and 1 upon x minus y is equal to b. So first 1 upon x plus y is equal to a. Now what is value of a? Value of a is 1 upon 5. So I will read 1 upon x plus y is equal to 1 upon 5. Now when you cross multiply, I will have x plus 5, x plus y 1 x plus y is equal to 5 1 5. So now I will get one more equation, that is x plus y is equal to 5. I name it as equation number 3. Now for b part, I have 1 upon x minus y is equal to b. But what is value of b? Value of b is 1. So I will write 1 upon x minus y is equal to 1. So when you cross multiply, you will get one more equation, that is x minus y 1 x minus y is equal to 1. So here we have two equations. We directly did not get the values of x and y because the equation is in the form of 1 upon x plus y and 1 upon x minus y. So from these equations, we got two more equations. From the value of a, I got equation that is x plus y is equal to 5. And from the value of b, I got another equation that is x minus y is equal to 1. Now, I will carry out elimination in these two equations to get the value of x and y. So what is first third equation? X plus y is equal to 5. So I have written x plus y is equal to 5. What is another equation that I got? X minus y is equal to 1. So x minus y is equal to 1. As you can clearly see that coefficients of x and y both are same, but signs are opposite in the case of y. So I will eliminate the y part. So x plus x, that is 2x, is equal to 5 plus 1, that gives me 6. So now value of x will be 6 divided by 2. So value of x is 3. Now after getting the value of x, I will put the value of x in either equation 3 or 4. Here I have put in equation 3. Equation 3 was x plus y is equal to 5. What is value of x? The value of x is 3. So I will write 3 plus y is equal to 5. That means y is equal to 5 minus 3. That means value of y is 2. So here solution set xy will be 3, 2. Now once again, in this sum, directly by taking the assumption part, you won't get the values of x and y. Using that assumption part, you will get two more equations. And then using those two equations, by solving them by elimination method, you will be able to get the values of x and y. So again, when you are getting sum of this type, I have taken here 1 upon x plus y as a, 1 upon x minus y as b. So our equation will become in simpler form. After getting the equation in simpler form, we will carry out elimination and get the value of a. After getting the value of a, we put that value in any equation and got the value of b. Now from here, we will go to the assumption part. When we go to the assumption part, we will get two more equations. Those equations are named as equation 3 and 4. Now, you have to consider these two equations as another sum and then carry out elimination method, and then you can get the values of x and y. Thank you. Okay, dear students, last sum of question number 1, exercise 3.6. After this sum is complete, we will solve certain examples, and there are very few sums in the exercise, so we will solve some extra sums based on the sums given from the exercise. But those sums are very, very important because these sums are most likely to be asked for 4 marks in the board examination. So the sum goes like this: 1 upon 3x plus y plus 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 3 by 4. And the second equation is 1 upon 2 into bracket 3x plus y minus 1 upon 2 into bracket 3x minus y is equal to minus 1 by 8. Now as you can see that what is common in both the equations in the denominator part. So here I am having 3x plus y in the denominator, here also I am having 3x plus y. In the second term, here I am having 3x minus y, here I am having 3x minus y. So my supposition will be in accordance to what is given over here. So I will take 1 upon 3x plus y as a. Similarly, I will take 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to b. Understand properly. I am having 1 upon 3x plus y. Here 1 upon 2 into 3x plus y. So what is common? In denominator it is common 3x plus y. So I will take 1 upon 3x plus y as a. In the second term, what is common? In denominator part 3x minus y. So I will take 1 upon 3x minus y as b. So after taking 1 upon 3x plus y as a and 1 upon 3x minus y as b, our equation will look like this. So as this is my a, 1 upon 3x plus y is a. So a plus 1 upon 3x minus y is b. So b is equal to 3 upon 4. Now I want simple equation. I don't want the fraction part. So what I will do, this 4 will go on the opposite side. Now be very careful. It won't subtract on that side. 4 is in the division part on the right hand side. So when this 4, which is in the division part on the right hand side, if I take it on the left hand side, it will multiply. So I have 4 into a plus b is equal to 3 because I took 4 on the left hand side. So when you open the bracket, equation will look like this: 4a plus 4b is equal to 3. So that is my new simple equation number 1. Now here, as you can see, that this much part is a. This much part is a. Then what is there in upon 2? So I will write a upon 2 minus this much part is b. So b upon 2 is equal to minus 1 upon 8. Now you can multiply all the terms with 2. So when you multiply all terms with 2, you will have a minus b. A minus b is equal to minus 4. 1 minus 1 upon 4. So because I multiplied with 2. So what I will do, I will take 4 again on this side, and so the equation will become 4a minus 4b is equal to minus 1. So once again, what is the equation over here? I just simply want to remove this 8 from here. Let us take in order. I want to remove this 8. So to make it easy in one step, let me tell you one thing. I will multiply all things with 2. I want to remove this 8. I will multiply all terms with 8. So I have 8a upon 2. What is 8a upon 2? It's 4a minus 8b upon 2 minus 4b, and minus 8 upon 8 gives minus 1. Okay, so to make the sum simpler, here I multiplied everything with 4, here I multiplied everything with 8. So now the equations that we have in the simpler form over here are 4a plus 4b is equal to 3, 4a minus 4b is equal to minus 1. Now we'll carry out elimination method. I have written both side by side. So as the sign in front of b is plus and minus, so the b part got eliminated. When b part got eliminated, I have 4a plus 4a, that is 8a is equal to 3 minus 1 gives me 2. So a will be equal to 2 divided by 8. That means value of a is 1 upon 4. Okay, now I will substitute this value of a in either of the equations. I have substituted in this equation, that is 4a plus 4b is equal to 3. But as we just previously found out that value of a is 1 upon 4. So instead of a, I will write 1 upon 4. So now I have 4 into 1 upon 4 plus 4b is equal to 3. Now dear students, again, the most common mistake the students make at this step is that they cut this thing. Okay, this 4 is cut, so they think that there is nothing left over here. They directly write that 4b is equal to 3. Therefore, b is equal to 3 upon 4. No. When these two terms get cut, 1 is remaining over here. So I will write 1 plus 4b is equal to 3. Okay. Again I repeat. What many students do over here, they eliminate this part and they think that this part has been removed. So only what is remaining, 4b is equal to 3. Therefore, b is equal to 3 upon 4. Then your answer will come wrong. When you eliminate this 4, 1 remains over here. So I will write 1 plus 4b is equal to 3. Then in the next step, I will take this 1 on the right hand side. As you can see over here, that plus 1 when it's taken on the right hand side, it becomes minus 1. So 4b is equal to 3 minus 1. So 4b is equal to 2. That means b is equal to 2 by 4. So value of b is 1 upon 2. Now, after getting the values of a and b, what is the value of a? A is 1 upon 4. b is 1 upon 2. Now x and y are here also and here also. When you take the substitution part, you will not write out get the values of x and y. You will get two more equations when you take that assumption part, and when you will solve those two equations by substitution method, then you will get the values of x and y. So again, value of a is 1 upon 4, value of b is 1 upon 2. To find the values of x and y, as we did in the previous sums, we will go to the assumption part. Now what was our assumption part? My assumption says that 1 upon 3x plus y was taken as a. So 1 upon 3x plus y is equal to 1 upon 4. When you cross multiply, 3x plus y 1s are 3x plus y is equal to 4 1s are 4. So a new equation has been formed over here which says 3x plus y is equal to 4. I named it as equation number 3. Now to get one more equation, that is equation number 4, I will take the assumption part with b. So I had taken 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to b. But what is value of b? Value of b is 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 1 upon 2. When you cross multiply, 3x minus y 1s are 3x minus y is equal to 2 1s are 2. This is my equation number 4. So as I said previously, you won't outrightly get the values of x and y. In this kind of sum, you will get two more equations, which I named it as equation number 3 and equation number 4. Now, in order to get the values of x and y, I need to solve these two equations, that is equation number 3 and equation number 4. So to solve them, I have written them side by side. Now, as you can see that plus y minus y coefficient is same and sign is also opposite. So no need to change the sign. The y part got easily eliminated. After eliminating y part, you can see 3x plus 3x gives me 6x and 4 plus 2 gives 6. So in short, I have value of 6x as 6. That means value of x is 6 upon 6. 6 upon 6 is 1. So after getting the value of x as 1, our sum becomes very easy. After getting the value of x, you can put that value in either equation 3 or equation 4 to get the value of y. As I said previously also, that it won't matter whether you put this equation, the value in equation 3 or 4. Okay, the answer will be same. So let me put the value of x. Let us say I put it in equation number 3. Now what was equation number 3? Equation 3 is 3x plus y is 4. But what is value of x? Value of x is 1. So 3 into, instead of x I put 1. So 3 into 1 plus y is equal to 4. So y will be equal to 4 minus 3. So value of y is 1. So value of x is 1. Value of y is 1. That means solution set for this particular equation, that is xy, is 1, 1. Now let me give a brief recap of what we have done, because these sums are very important. The two sums that we did today will be used extensively when we will solve word problems which are most likely to come in the board examination for 4 marks. Okay, that will involve x and y in the same equations. So here I will see what is common in both the equations. So 3x plus y is common in denominator in both the equations. So I will take 1 upon 3x plus y as a. In the second term, after the sign, 3x minus y is common. So I will take 1 upon 3x minus y as b. After taking a and b, our equations will look like this. I will try to make the equations linear without any fractions by multiplying whole equations with whatever is there. So here we multiplied all the terms with 4 because I want to remove this 4. So when I multiplied all the terms with 4, I got 4a plus 4b is equal to this 4 got cut and 3 remains. So I have equation 4a plus 4b is equal to 3. Similarly, I want to remove 8 over here. So I will multiply all the things with all the 3 terms with 8. So 8a upon 2, that is 4a, minus 8b upon 2, that is minus 4b, and minus 8 upon 8 gives minus 1. So now after getting the equations in linear form, in simpler form, without any fractions, I use the elimination method. When I use the elimination method, I got b eliminated over here and I got the value of a. After getting the value of a, I put that value in either of the equations and got the value of b. After getting the values of a and b, to get the values of x and y, we will go to the assumption part. When you go to the assumption part, I had 1 upon 3x plus y as a. Putting the value of a as 1 by 4, I got an equation. I didn't outrightly get the values of x and y. I got an equation. The equation was like this: 3x plus y is equal to 4. I named that new equation as equation number 3. The second part of assumption was for b. So I had taken 1 upon 3x minus y as b. The value of b was 1 by 2. I put that value. After putting the value of b as 1 by 2, I got another equation. The another equation is like this: 3x minus y is equal to 2. I named that equation as equation number 4. So after getting two separate equations having x and y, we'll use the elimination method once again. By using elimination method once again, I got y eliminated. From that I got the value of x. And after getting the value of x, we'll get the value of y. So dear students, practice these kind of sums more and more. I will also use certain worksheets which will be based on these kind of sums that will be helpful to you to score very heavily in this chapter. Thank you.